Hello and welcome to week 6 of Friday Football Fever. I'm Jeff Jones, and tonight we saw a heavyweight showdown in District 25-6A. Vandergrift won that district last year. Manor just joined the district this season, but the Mustangs' plan has never been to tiptoe into 6A ball. They wanted to kick the door in and demand a seat at the table. A win over the reigning champs would do just that. The Vipers have one of the best defenses in the state. The Mustangs have one of the best running backs in the nation. Something would have to give.
Really, it's going to be like a Division I football game, you know. I mean, it's talent on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, it's two good teams going at each other. I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a nice battle. We play fast and physical. We like to get to the ball.
Our defense is great. We're doing great things. Top 10 defense in the 6A.
It's like a couple new faces, but we all have the same goal: come to state every day or every week, 1-0.
Our team has been working very hard also all year, but especially this week.
We're going to rely on our defense. I know our offense gets a lot of attention, but our defense is what's been winning the games for us.
They have really good players, like 5-star running back, a couple of D1 recruits on defense. But I think we're up for the challenge.
I can't say for a fact it's the best team ever. I've only been here 17 years, but in the 17 years I've been here, I think this is the most athletic, talented team we've ever had.
It's the Game of the Week, sponsored by Urology Austin.
Vandergrift told us that one thing they were looking forward to was playing 4-star running back Quentin Joyner. The Manor senior will play at USC next season, but not before he gains a whole lot of yards and scores a whole bunch of touchdowns here in Central Texas. The Mustangs led 6-zip when the Vipers defense struck. Davis Scott wearing unlucky number 13. Unlucky if you're throwing his way. The interception didn't lead to points, but a second quarter drive did. Alex Witt took the Wildcat snap in for 6, and then second half, and quarterback Braden Buchanan, who will play baseball at Baylor next year, sent it up top to Miles Coleman. This game is measured in yards, and Miles gained a bunch of them on that play. Vipers win this one 34-6. So guys, you've seen some of the highlights. You know the final score, but my man Corey Mose was there on the sideline for a front row seat for all of it. He just finished up talking to Coach Sanders and Vipers, and Corey joins us now with more. Corey, what's going on?
What's good, Jeff? And also, what's good, beautiful people? Earlier this week, I caught up with linebacker MD Connor from Vandergrift. Now, he told me all they had to do was play their game and they'll be fine. Well, guess what? They were more than just fine, okay? Them boys was dominant. Coming into tonight, Manor and that high-powered offense was averaging nearly 40 points a game, but the Vipers gave up 6. Crazy. That includes a 24-0 second half shutout full of turnovers and big-time defensive stops. I had a chance to talk to Coach and a couple players after they moved to 2-0 in district play. What's going on, y'all? So, Alex, man, my guy, you blocked a punt. Got a sack at the end of the game. Y'all were able to hold this Manor offense to just 6 points tonight. How'd you do that?
Well, our defense and our edge players did a great job containing him, and our D-line did an amazing job getting through the line, playing fast and hard and physical, and we were the most, we had the most effort. We were the physical team. That's why I think we came out victorious. And
Miles, you had a crazy catch in the second half over 2 defenders. Now, this Manor defense was holding opponents to 15 points per game, but y'all put up over 30. How did that happen?
You know, we just played our game. You know, main focus this week was the brand, and you know, that's what we did: run the ball and take our shots.
And Coach, when I talked to you earlier this week, you told me I hope to see you after the game for the Game of the Week interview. I get to see you now. How does it feel?
It feels good. It feels good. You know, I mean, Manor's a very quality team, and we talked to our team all week about our brand is playing mistake-free football for 4 quarters. And so we felt like if we did that for 4 quarters, eventually something would happen. And we had some mistakes happen, and eventually we were able to bust the game open. And so we're just really proud of these guys and their teammates, how hard they work this week. When we practice like this, then we get the result of what we got tonight against a really, really good team.
And you talked about that good team with a good running back with Quentin. That was the point of emphasis throughout the week. I was trying to stop him, how we were able to kind of slow him down.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really limit a guy like that. I mean, just too good, right? But we just want to be able to just try to not have too many big plays. And I thought we did that. They did have a couple of nice drives, but other than that, we had several 3-and-outs and were able to contain him to, you know, the proof's in the pudding. 6 points is pretty dang good.
Well, Coach, y'all had a pretty dang good game, man. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations, guys. Good luck next week, okay?
Thank you.
Now, I'm not going to lie, I was eavesdropping into the conversation after the game between the players and the coaches at Vandergrift, but the defensive coordinator, Nate Griffin, said something that I think y'all would enjoy. He told the guys, look, we walked in their trap and took over their trap. A perfect analogy of what happened here on this field tonight. Vandegrift comes into Manor and goes back home with the dub. Jeff?
Pretty dang good job, Corey. Go ahead and be safe on the drive back. You stay right there, though, because we have more highlights for you. Hey, standing 25-6A, it's another 3-1 versus 4-0 matchup. Stony Point and Round Rock each had 2 weeks to prepare for this game, so we see if the Tigers could do what no other team had done so far this season. Slow down the Dragons' ground game. Undefeated Round Rock entered tonight, having scored at least 2 rushing touchdowns in every single game. And the team's leading rusher is actually its quarterback. Junior Mason Cochran deserves the credit on this play, but watch the downfield blocking. That's how you go 45 yards untouched. Round Rock moves it on the ground. Stony Point, they like to make plays through the air. Wide receiver Braylon James adjusted to the pass over his shoulder and made a very impressive catch. He'll make those tough catches at Notre Dame next season. Tonight was not just about the tough catches. It was also a tough break for Stony Point. Round Rock wins this one 32-16. To the scoreboard for the first time tonight, Westlake, another big win, this time over Dale Valley. Final score in that one 73-7. Northeast. Wow, look at them. Congrats to the Raiders. They just earned win number 1 on the season, and it came against a 3-win Travis team. Final score in that one, 34-6. More scores, and it looks like another first-time winner this season. Bastrop takes it, gets a W for the first time in 2022. Final score over Kerrville-Tivy, 30-27. And Liberty Hill used that slot T offense to score a ton of points. The Panthers beat Cedar Creek, 70-10. Back to the highlights and time to check in on undefeated Dripping Springs. The Tigers QB receiver combo of Austin Novosad and Kyle Cook teamed up for exactly 20 touchdowns last season. And they might do something silly like that again this year. Kyle hangs out in the end zone so much he needs one of those frequent customer punch cards. If you get there 5 times, you get a free burrito. So that's a good thing to do. Tigers get their second shutout of the season, winning 35-0. Out at Vista Ridge, where the student section was rocking. I got to tell y'all, I am a sucker for a rowdy crowd and for a great defensive highlight. Caden Dees hit the back, Brandon Bastow hit the QB, and the ball hit the turf. On offense, Reese Heffelfinger showing off some strong hands in the corner of the end zone right there on that touchdown snag. Next came the play of the game. Our friend Reese said these Heffelfingers aren't just made for catching. They can throw the ball too. The trick play went to Tanner Brosey, and the win went to Vista Ridge. Final score in this one, 15-11. Back to the scoreboard. Lockhart still having a great season, but tonight, not their best night yet. They fall to San Antonio Veterans Memorial by 7, 49-42, the final score there. Lexington, the Eagles, flying to another W. They get the win over Caldwell, 34-6. More scores coming your way. Pflugerville welcoming the new guys. Colleen Chaparral, that's a first-year program, and they get 0 points playing against our local guys. Pflugerville with a 29-zip shutout win. Luling failed to Llano. Our local guys, the Yellow Jackets, get a 51-12 win over them. Hey, we have updated you on 12 games so far, and we have much more left to show you. Scores, highlights, our Band of the Week, and our Play of the Week nominees are all coming up next. Welcome back. And guys, it is time to bring in my friend Tyler Feldman. And Tyler, the guys at LBJ experienced something that is very rare. They entered tonight having gone 21 straight days without playing a game.
Jeff, the offseason's bad enough, but waiting 21 days between games in season, that's just crazy. Until you factor in what actually went down. Jags had a bye week. Then they had that rivalry game against Northeast, forfeited. That was due to a low amount of healthy players, which resulted in a high amount of days between games for LBJ.
Yeah, but now they're back at it. LBJ hosted McCallum this evening, hoping to prove that there was no rust. Now, scientifically speaking, rust is iron and oxygen. The Jags have clearly been pumping iron, and it gets them to breathe some of that end-zone oxygen because of it. That Cedric Alexander score was on LBJ's second play from scrimmage. This was just their sixth. Ali Scott to Fatu Makuba, who turned in a shake so good that Whataburger should add it to the menu. Right below the Dr. Pepper, though, that's my favorite one. LBJ shows absolutely no rust. Jags win 68-14.
Bible Stadium and sunsets like peanut butter and jelly. Glenn Grizzlies, Leander Lions. Grizzlies practicing safety first. Lions doing anything but. Poor little guy there. Both these teams 3-1. Early first, that's Sky Mendez using the ground. Short touchdown dive, 7-0 Grizzlies. Later in the first, how about some more slot T from Glenn? This time, Sky hands the rock off to his rock star sophomore tailback, DJ Wiggity Duger, spinning that track. Untouched into the end zone. That makes it 14-zip Glenn as the Grizzlies show why they've got one of the best defenses in the state. They beat the Lions 27-14.
Anderson hosted Aikens, and you know how they say it was nothing to write home about? Well, for Trojans receiver Ed Small, after a game like tonight, you don't just write home. You email, send smoke signals, call. You make sure everyone in the family knows I had myself a day. A twisting touchdown in the front corner of the end zone, followed by a tackle-breaking trip down the left sideline. Ed scored again and again. He's a future UT baseball player. But hey, I got to give a shout out to quarterback Fred Dale, who delivered a perfect ball to Zayden Sharp. Cool name, Zayden. Cool result for Anderson fans. The Trojans win this one 59-7.
All right, the Johnson City Eagles, they're flying high, now 5-1 after taking down Hempstead 33-7. Meanwhile, Mason suffers a gut punch tonight. Their 4-game winning streak comes to a close. The window to the wall. Yes, the Hawks, the Wall Hawks, win 14-6. You bored? I hope not. I'm not. But I do have another board, not to be confused with getting bored. Regents, look out. The Knights, they're now 5-0, cruising past the Flyers 51-12. They're now outscoring their opponents 225-46. Incredible. Now, 2 Fridays from now, undefeated Regents will battle undefeated Hyde Park. The Panthers taking down St. Anthony 44-7. And get this, the Panthers outscoring their opponents 254-41 this season. How about that?
I like that. Lopsided undefeated matchup. Can't wait to see that one. Hey, back to the highlights. And Warriors come out to play. Westwood hosted Cedar Ridge, and Warriors running back Damani Stewart, that's always down to play. He averages about 110 rushing yards per game. Runs like this help. A 53-yard touchdown scurry. Cedar Ridge was in position on this, but Fred Fisher, watch him just reel in the big one. Nice play for Westwood there, but also a nice comeback from Cedar Ridge. That's what many are going to remember. The Raiders win this one, 41-14.
Almost need to go to break after that one, Jeff. Up by 35, Weiss visiting Temple. Heck of a connection here for the Wolves. Jax Brown fires the ball over the middle. Mikey Gifford, hey, Mikey, he likes it. Climbs the ladder, touchdown Wolves. Later, Brown, corner pocket. And look who holds it down. It's Jax Brown to Jaron Brown. Oh, what's better than 2 Browns? I guess what's better than 1 Brown is 2 Browns. I'll figure out the math. That's what Brown can do for you when you got 2 instead of 1. It's Temple who stops Weiss from feeling nice, though, 32-19.
All right, well, Weiss didn't feel nice, but you know what? Things still sounded nice from what I could tell.
Yeah, those are some great plays, great scores.
And each and every week on high school fields all around our area, we hear other things that sound nice. Of course, I'm talking about the bands. So every week here on Friday Football Fever, we are going to show off one group as our band of the week. And this week, it's Lockhart's band who plays a song that we had to squeeze in before the end of the month. Let's take a listen. Welcome back to Friday Football Fever. And guys, I'll tell you a little bit. In the break there, we were actually just talking about this team that's coming up next. It's a team that I cannot get enough of, and that's the turnaround that we have seen at Elgin. A Wildcats team that averaged fewer than 10 points a game last season entered tonight, scoring almost 30 every time they step on the field.
And Jeff, it's not just the Wildcats offense that has turned things around. It's also their defense. Last year they forced just 10 turnovers.
Okay.
This season, entering week 6, they already tallied 13 takeaways.
Wow.
So it's no wonder Elgin has gone from 0-10 to 4-1. And a win tonight, they'd lock up their best season since 2014. And to be the best, you've got to learn from the best. We appreciate all of you teachers out there, especially the Elgin educators. As for the game, the Tigers teach the Cats an early lesson on going deep. Ty Brown, special delivery, right into the arms of Slade LeBlanc.
Oh.
That's a touchdown. It's 7-0 Belton. But the Wildcats are like, hey, we already know how to go deep. Nathan Lewis bombs away. And are you kidding me?
Whoa.
Justin Strong showing off that strong concentration deep into Tigers territory. Nearly gets in the end zone. And I bet he wishes he had, because the Cats on the very next play, they cough up the football. Belton comes away with a big road win, 28-6.
Hey, Cedar Park and A&M Consolidated exchanging some pregame pleasantries. Hey, how you doing? My friend Gavin's about to stiff arm you in the jaw. If you're wondering who Gavin is, well, he's the kid with the ball who just stiff armed a kid in the jaw. Gavin Chopper with a 59-yard touchdown. The Timberwolves led by 10 at the break, but fall in this one. We needed more Gavin. They fall 13-10.
Up in Georgetown, the 0-4 Eastview Patriots still searching for their first win of this season. Tall task with College Station in town. Early on, Patriots come up big defensively. That's Michael Bosquez, the senior. Takeaway, tipped interception. That'd pretty much be the only good news for the red, white, and blue. The Cougars singing the blues the rest of the way. Aiden Martinez-Brown delivering big time on the ground. A couple of rushing scores in the first half, as College Station scores a big road win, 68-10. Wow.
Yeah, I wish our local guys would have been able to pull that one out, but that's a good College Station team.
It really is.
Yeah, high-quality team. I want to give out
high-quality T-shirts.
A high-quality T-shirt.
I knew where you were
That's exactly
going.
what I want to do. Guys, I'm talking about my Friday Football Fever T-shirts right here. I'm going to ask my friend Tyler Feldman, who just got a new iPhone.
This is 14, baby.
Yeah.
You're going to see this on socials. You're going to love this.
All right. I don't know if it's going to be a picture, video, some kind of cool new Zoom, whatever you have, Tyler. Just, you got that for me?
Oh, wow.
All right.
Yep, that's the shirt.
I'm feeling good about that one. What I'll do, I think that's a video. What I'll do is I'll post that on my Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Jeff Jones Sports, and I'm going to randomly pick a person who follows me on that platform and comments on that photo. In your comment, let me know who your favorite team is. We'll be right back after this.
the Athlete of the Week, sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical.
All right, so what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing today? I love them. I'm sensational. I love the enthusiasm. Well, I'm here from KVUE. My name is Corey Mose. I'm one of the sports anchors for them, and we're here to present the Abacus Athlete of the Week, and it's going to Carson Kirkendall. Here you go. No problem, no problem. So Carson, this award isn't about what you do on the field, even though you're great on that, but also the stuff that you do off the field. Now, a little birdie told me you're top 10 in your class.
Yes,
so how are you able to kind of manage the classroom and being on the football field?
Well, we get to go home after practice, and as soon as I get home, I'm opening my Chromebook and I'm doing my work, getting it all done so I can get some sleep. And he always tells me to sleep, so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to sleep.
I don't know how you find time to sleep because you're also an officer in student council and in National Honor Society. What makes you so want to be involved?
I just think that being in organizations and giving your time to other people is like the most crucial part in our society, and time is the most valuable thing in our life.
You talked about giving time, and you've been doing that a lot over the last couple of years. You and your brother started that program together. Can you just talk about that program and why y'all felt the need to start in this community?
So during COVID, me and my brother started an organization known as Jackets Give Back, where we would give back to the community. We'd go and mow lawns, we'd pick up brush, and we've been helping the animal shelter out. We've just been giving back to them just to make the community a better place because they're our community.
That's for sure. And you're also a part of the 4-H Congress,
yes,
House of Representatives.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to be a politician one day? What's going on?
I don't know. I went in there, I didn't know what was going on. But then as the days went on, I knew more and more about what the House of Representatives was and bills being passed and stuff.
You're on the homecoming court, but also some of your homies are as well. You think you got a good shot at winning homecoming king?
I don't know, because some of the other homies, they got girlfriends that are seniors and they've been all over the internet trying to get voted, and I've just kind of been laying low because I hope that they can win it because they deserve it.
Well, you deserve this award. Guys, can you give him one more hand for Athlete of the Week?
KVUE Friday Football Fever Athlete of the Week is sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical.
Anderson High School, Ed Small came up big once again. The UT baseball commit is only a sophomore, but he's got size, a vertical, and some nice body control. He twisted in midair, got his feet down in the corner of the end zone. Ed, you got a nice career in front of you, man.
That's nice. This is also nice. Elgin Wildcats. Forget about Lewis and Clark. How about Lewis and Strong? Nathan Lewis getting rid of it just in time. Justin Strong playing hot potato, showing off that incredible hand-eye coordination, sensational pass, incredible catch, inches away from a touchdown.
Hey, at Vista Ridge McNeil game, the Mavs should have been screaming, "Watch the trick play!" They didn't. The ball found Reese Hepelfinger, a receiver, who tossed it to another wideout, Tanner Brosey, for 6. The trick play score is a great way to end that game. Guys, go to my Twitter page at Jeff Jones Sports. You'll see those nominees. Vote on them, and we'll show you the winner Tuesday at 6. See you back here next Friday.
Gusto doesn't help the world sleep